Onitsha main market by the Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo. The market leadership has agreed to stop observing the sit-at-home order on Mondays, as earlier directed by the state government. It specifically expressed a willingness to comply with the governor's directive that KEEB begin operation every Monday, but heightened logistics and security challenges. A statement by the State Commissioner for Information Law, MEFO, said that the chairman of Onitsha Main Market, Chijioke Okpalugo, gave the assurance when the governor hosted the traders. The statement said Okpalugo pledged that traders would begin Monday operations in alignment with the governor's vision for a one Anambra. Also, the traders' leadership presented several requests to ensure a successful transition. Their demands include provision of proactive security to protect traders and customers, ensuring motor parks are fully operational to attract buyers from outside the state, and decisive action against individuals who benefit from or facilitate the sit-at-home order. Moving on now, the Defense Minister Christopher Musa has declared that the suspects being detained in connection with the recent alleged coup plotting in the country must have been fully aware of the seriousness of their actions. Musa, a retired general, told the Turkish national public broadcaster that the coupists must have known what was coming to them when they are caught before venturing into it. He spoke against the background of media reports, quoting some relations of the suspect as alleging witch hunts in the arrest. He confirmed that they would fix court-martial proceedings, which he described as free and fair, allowing them legal representation to defend themselves. He said despite the offense allegedly committed by the suspects, government is ensuring that their families are treated fairly. Away from that now, Delta State Police Command has recorded another major breakthrough in its crackdown on kidnapping and violent crimes, with the recovery of firearms and the death of a notorious kidnapper suspect, Liberty Kuno, during a gun battle with the police. Warri correspondent Agbenga Ahmed has the details. Away from that now, that report to come to subsequently, the Edo State Police Command has arrested 9 suspects for kidnapping, courtesan, robbery, and other related offenses. The command's spokesperson, Eno Okoedem, disclosed this in a statement released on Sunday, saying the arrests were made during intelligence-driven operations carried out within the past week across Benin City. According to the police intelligence review, that the group was holding a meeting at Ibo Jeje Hotel in Nyai, prompting a raid by the IROT, which resulted in the arrest of the alleged kingpin Osifu Omojale, alongside 5 others. She added that investigations were ongoing to dismantle the entire network and that the suspect would be arraigned in court. Seven suspected members of an armed bandit gang, including the alleged mastermind, have been arrested in connection with a deadly attack on the Old Oyo Motu National Park. The Oyo State Police Command confirmed this to newsmen. The command said that the arrest followed an intensive intelligence-led operation after armed bandits attacked the park's local area in Orire local government area on 6 January 2026, killing 5 people. In a statement, the police public relations officer, DSP Ayalande Olayinka, said the armed bandits reportedly arrived in large numbers on motorcycles armed with sophisticated firearms and launched a violent attack on forest rangers and other personnel at the Old Oyo National Park office. It said following the incident, the Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Femi Haruna, ordered the immediate deployment of operational assets to the area and directed the command's monitoring unit to take over the investigation. The police added that the assailants' main goal had been to forcefully free members of their armed banditry syndicate who had earlier been arrested and were in the custody of forest guards for various criminal activities within the national park and adjoining communities, which they successfully did during the attack. Governor Francis Wifuru of Ebonyi State has imposed a curfew in Amasiri community from 2 p.m. to 10 a.m. every day following the boundary crisis that led to the killing of 4 persons at Okporojo village in Oso Eda in Eda local government area of the state. Wifuru directed that all government amenities in Amasiri, including schools, both private and public, be closed down with immediate effect, and that all teachers and tutors be posted to other schools and communities outside Amasiri with immediate effect. The governor, who announced this after the emergency meeting of the Ebonyi State Security Council held at the governor's office, Centenary City, Abakaliki, said the council advised the governments of Ebonyi State to immediately dethrone all traditional rulers in the Amasiri clan or communities. The government also agreed on the advice of the council and dethroned the 2 traditional rulers. The letters of their dethronement will be issued to them soonest. You're still watching the news at 1. More stories will come your way after the short break. Please stay tuned.
ITV, certainly the best.
You're still watching the news at 1 o'clock, and back to our earlier story now. The Delta State Police Command has recorded another major breakthrough in its crackdown on kidnapping. The violent crimes with the recovery of firearms and the death of a notorious kidnapper suspect, Liberty Kunu, during a gun battle with the police. Warri correspondent Agbenka Ahmed has the details.
Addressing newsmen at the police headquarters in Asaba, Delta State Commissioner of Police Aino Adeshola said the police received series of complaints of kidnapping and other heinous crimes linked to one Liberty Kunu along Ilume-Saple axis of the state. CP Adeshola disclosed that, acting on credible intelligence, operative of CP Special Assignment Team, in collaboration with Saple Division, swung into action and arrested some members of the suspect gang. CP Aino, however, said while the operatives were taking the suspect to the police station, the hoodlums, led by alleged kidnapper Liberty Kunu and his gang, attacked a police vehicle. Police repelled the attacks and Liberty Kunu was killed and other gang members were arrested.
The victims were abducted at Boyo Road Junction in Sapele and taken to an unknown destination. On their way to the bush, one of the victims escaped and ran to the station to complain. The other two victims were robbed of their valuables worth 9 million naira. Preliminary investigation carried out revealed that the syndicate was led by the said Liberty Kunu, who was operating in the guise of security volunteers, SOS.
Items recovered from the hoodlums are 1 AK-47 rifle, 5 pump-action guns, 1 Beretta pistol, and other incriminating items. Delta State Police Commissioner urged members of the public to support the police with timely and credible information to aid crime-fighting efforts. From Asaba, Gbenga Ahmed, ITV News.
And still on the news now, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Mohammed Idris, says President Bola Tinubu's reforms saved no fewer than 27 states from economic collapse. Idris said this while delivering a lecture at the 34th convocation and 43rd Founders Day of the Federal University of Technology, Mina, on Saturday. According to the minister, before May 29, 2023, about 27 states in the country were unable to pay their workers' salaries. He said President Bola Tinubu traversed the length and breadth of the country during the campaigns, after which, as a president, he initiated reforms that have now saved those states from collapse. The information minister said states are now getting 3 times what they used to get, enabling them to pay salaries, execute massive infrastructure projects, and deliver dividends of democracy to their people. Idris insisted that these were made possible by Tinubu's reforms and effective leadership strategy. And still on the news now, former presidential candidates of the new Nigeria People's Party and a national leader of the Kwangwasiya movement in Kano State, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwangwaso, says he will feels like it is a dream. The defection of Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, his estranged godson, who he helped to install in office, as well as a son-in-law to the All Progressives Congress. Kwangwaso said another unbelievable happening is the governor's alignment with the political camp of former Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, the state of the NNPP, and the future of the Kwangwasiya movement in his first detailed media engagement on BBC Hausa service since the defection. Kwangwasiya expresses a shock of disappointment and confidence that at time will expose the consequences of Yusuf's decision. He said his estranged son-in-law came to him with unjustifiable reasons for his defection. When asked if he believes Governor Yusuf will regret leaving the NNPP, Kwangwaso expressed confidence that time will reveal the consequences of that decision, stressing that Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf and those who followed him will eventually regret abandoning the NNPP. And the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP has sued the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, over its alleged failure to account for missing or diverted oil funds, totaling 22.3 billion naira, $40.7 million, 14.3 million pounds, and 5.2 million euros. The suit followed allegations contained in the 2022 audited report by the Auditor General of the Federation, published on September 9, 2025, filed last Friday at the Federal High Court in Abuja by SERAP lawyer Oluwakemi Agunbiade and Valentina Adegoke. The organization is seeking, among others, an order of mandamus to direct and compel NNPCL to account for the alleged missing or diverted oil money. SERAP is also asking the court to direct and compel NNPCL to disclose the specific financial transactions carried out in respect of the alleged missing or diverted funds, including details of disbursements, contractors, and other individuals who collected the money. In the meantime, no date has been fixed for the hearing of the suits. And in the world of sports news, Rashford was on target once again as Barcelona moved 4 points clear at the top of the La Liga table with the win at Etihad. The reigning champions took a 6-minute lead when Dani Olmo thrashed through Lamine Yamal for the opening goal. Eche equalized through Alvaro Rodriguez, who beat the visitors high line and calmly found the far corner. Hansi Flick's side restored their lead 11 minutes after when Ferran Torres blasted Frankie the Dog cut back into the roof of the net. And with that now, when the news this afternoon, thanking you for watching. My name is Evans Unohugi. Good afternoon.
ITV, certainly the best.